Greetings and salutations, folks, and welcome back to Martian Memorandum, where we're on the trail of both. It looks like we're hot on the trail in both Alexis Alexander and the Oracle. The Oracle Sphere? Was that the name of it? The Oracle Stone? The thing that Marshall Alexander wanted to make sure was kept safe. But it appears that Alexis has kind of taken the main stage, so let us talk to, Bradley Erickson. Actually, hold on a second. Let's see if we can talk to our secretary. We're on Mars, but we still have amazing connection. That's how you know you're in the future. Bradley Erickson. There is nothing.
See you later.
I can talk to my secretary. Is that my secretary? I don't actually know their exact relation. Is she just kind of interning for him? Well, she does get a paycheck, so. Off a dirty street, down a short alley, I find the address for Brad Erickson. I push the buzzer, no answer. I knock on the door for a while and a light goes on. The door slides open, a figure stands quietly, staring at me. His looks even shock me a bit. Maybe he'd been struck by something thrown from a passing aircraft, because Brad Erickson appears in this light to be 6 feet of breathing, walking vomit. Ugh. Ooh. Yeesh. Brad Erickson has seen better days. Maybe. Through his good eye. What can I do for you? It kind of reminds me of, Under a Killing Moon has a character like this. No actual conversation. Has a character like this in which, what was the name of the character from, I think it was a fire inspector character who is like Fire Inspector Burns, who is just covered in like first-degree burns, and he is like, "Kids, be careful with fire, or else you'll look like me." And yeah, I don't know anything about that. What about Rick Logan? Alexis mentioned that name. She said Logan used her to get the stone, the Oracle Stone, to sell to the highest bidder. She didn't want any part of that, so she was hiding out. Alexis is my older sister. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. That other animation is... she found out she had a brother, and she searched me out. I know she's in trouble. I wish I could help. Oh, yeah, Bradley Alexander. It's the disowned son, more or less. Cast out into space. Don't know anything about that. Nothing. When my sister came to visit, she told me she'd stolen something called the Oracle Stone from my father. Alexis believes the stone has mystical powers. I think she was planning to return it, but she had no idea to whom. So the Oracle Stone is more or less the MacGuffin. Like, Alexis is kind of sort of a MacGuffin because everybody's kind of looking for her, but I guess everybody's really looking for the Oracle Stone. That's the major MacGuffin. Alexis stayed with Jane before she came to see me. Castro's a heartless SOB. He's got a big safe inside his casino where he holds secrets on important people of Mars. When he found out I was Alexander's son, he tried to get something on me. I was given these glasses by someone who said they would help if I really wanted something from Castro. I can't risk trying to use them, so you may as well have them. They have something to do with the security of the safe. Huh. Interesting. Deacon Hawk is the priestess of the temple. She tries to teach the Martian ways to those who she deems the pure in heart. I wonder if anyone could be as kind and wholesome as she appears to be. Although that raises question, like, this game takes place in like 2032, 2034, something like that. So in between the release of this game, let's say 1992, 93, There was both World War III, privatized space travel, the terraforming of Mars, the civilization moving their homes to Mars, and Martian culture. Maybe this game should have set itself in like 2100. All my life I've been kicked around because of the way I look. I deserve a piece of my father's inheritance, and I intend to get it. I would agree. He deserves a piece of his father's inheritance just as much as his sister does. Hold on. I keep forgetting that this thing scrolls. So actually, I think I started with Chantal Vargas. So let us scroll way back up. Oh no. Just before they died, my foster parents told me who my real father was. Marshall Alexander was ashamed of me when I was born a freak and gave me away to a mutant family. They brought me to Mars and took care of me as one of their own. I'm entitled to something from him. That corporation should be shared with me. I intend to give my portion to the mutants. That sounds like it's short-lived. Like, what do you mean give to the mutants? Like, in stock shares? I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that. Nothing. A whole bunch of nothing. Alexis took the shuttle to get to Mars. Doesn't even know about the Stanton expedition? Oh, I've heard of him. Then we're at Bradley Erickson. Johnny Fedora. Doesn't know. Keep looking for my sister, Tex. I know she's in danger. All right. Well, that's done. Sounds like I should be heading to Dick's Casino, I believe. But I will check with my guide because I don't want to get lost. Actually, it looks like it wants me to go to Dr. Lawrence Barkley. I don't remember his relation with anything because it's been a week or so since I've actually played this. Dr. Lawrence Barkley's office is filled with antiques and expensive furniture. Barkley's secretary tells me the doctor will be here shortly. Alright. Okay. What on earth are you? Dr. Lawrence Barkley's idea of the ultimate woman. A perfect body with a cash register for a brain. Okay. Statue doesn't open. Outside of the large acrylic windows, you see the Martian landscape. A commuter Airbus flies ever so smoothly past your view, and construction continues on the new Sears Tower. Oof. That is a little bit out of date. It looks as though the Sears Tower is not yet ready to go into space. Diplomas certifying that Lawrence Barkley graduated from UCLA Medical School as a plastic surgeon. Two marble bookends have been pushed together. A large ceramic vase from the Ming Dynasty. Always ceramic vases from the Ming Dynasty. A brown Kevlar identifier box. You take the box from the shelf. At the same time, you hear footsteps approaching and a door open. Lawrence Barkley looks like he could use a little of his own medicine. He has a huge forehead topped with a balding pate. His protruding brown and heavy eyebrows, along with a pointing head, doesn't exactly inspire confidence in his would-be patients. However, Barkley is the best in the business. He may resemble a Cro-Magnon man, But under that thick skull and behind those goofy eyes lies one of the finest minds on Mars. What can I do for you, Mr. Murphy? All right, let's see if I screwed something up if I was meant to. Look at the big rock, open it, and take it. I did not open it. I'm going to load my game just to see what happens when I open it first. Instead of... You open the box revealing its contents. It is a Revlon GS 3500 synth skin facial reconstruction set. Instructions read, sick of being you, then be somebody else. Interesting. Simply slip on the alginate mold and stand in front of a picture of the person you wish to look like. For 1 hour, the synth skin will hold the pattern of the person. You will appear as that person down to the smallest detail. Great at parties or visiting your neighbor's wife when her husband is out of town. 1001 different uses. Okay. That explains why I need it. I probably need to look like Dick Castro. So you know about the money I've received from Alexander. I suppose since Mr. Alexander is dead, I can share his story with you. It may not be obvious to you, Mr. Murphy, but I am genetically damaged. I became a plastic surgeon years ago to learn how to minimize the damage people like me suffered because of radiation. I have worked on myself for years, and soon it will be impossible to tell my face from a normal person like yourself. When I left the university to set up my practice, I had difficulty obtaining patients. Needless to say, my mutation made others doubt my abilities. One day, a nervous and very agitated man came to my office. He approached me on the subject of completely changing his appearance. I felt at the time he was a criminal, and I refused. He then made an astounding offer to me. If I would perform the surgery, he would set me up in a comfortable office and cover the expenses for life, but on one condition. I must never tell anyone of the surgery. Was that person Marshall Alexander? Was Marshall Alexander actually somebody else? Well, I was in a desperate situation, and since I had no proof he was a criminal, I agreed. He made me alter his looks completely. He didn't care to be handsome, just average. Since then, Marshall Alexander has been true to his word. He has paid a huge sum over the last 20 years, and I have respected his secret. Now he's dead, and I see no reason to keep it. And I see no reason to hang around this planet. I'll be going back to Earth as soon as I'm finished here. Okay. Marshall Alexander looked like somebody else. Who did Marshall Alexander look like? Why did he change his appearance? Is the man who was dead on the floor actually Marshall Alexander? Back on Earth. Terraform? They own just about everything on this planet. Don't know anything, don't know anything. Don't know anything. I worked on her once, but she's beyond hope. Don't know anything. I was born with an extremely small cranium, which has distorted my appearance. But my next operation will be a complete success. By the way, he says he worked on himself. Is he doing plastic surgery on himself, literally? Or is he saying he's doing work on himself, as in saying, I'm fat, so I'm going to work on my own image. Ooh, no, that's terrible because that requires exercise. This example needs work. Okay, let's say I'm going to get some work done on my bathroom, but I'm not going to do the work myself. Somebody else is going to do the work. That's more apt. I've already got my ticket for the next flight back from Mars. Hopefully nobody punches his ticket before he gets back home. Lowell Percival. I know Percival from the Lion... Oh my gosh, that's an expression. I know Percival from the Lions Club. He can be quite loud and obnoxious. Don't know anything about that. Don't know anything about that. Alexis Alexander, I'm afraid there's nothing I can tell you. Don't know anything about that. Oracle Stone. Jane Mansfield. Big Dick? Anybody who fools with Big Dick could find himself outside the dome without a rebreather. I've seen the Deacon on television. When my cranium returns to a normal size, I might just pay her a visit if you catch my meaning. Ooh la la. Your intelligence appears to be above average. How about a new face to eliminate the dull, ape-like appearance? It was nice to meet you, Mr. Murphy. Look me up sometime when you get back to Earth. Alright. Let's look around some more. We might have missed a couple things. Instructions read, insert tube into the area of unwanted fat and connect the pump. Flip the switch and watch that unwanted cellulite melt away. Elongator, an instrument used to elongate areas of the body, such as the neck, fingers, toes, etc. An antique digital sonic nose reshaping tool. Office chair, black English walnut writing desk. An Empire-style chair, upholstered in purple ultra suede. Not just regular suede, ultra suede. An anatomically correct diagram of the human body. Alright. Let's save in a Paro 1. Alright, let's go try to travel. Apparently something's gonna happen. From Mac Malden, we did a ultrascopic scan in that dagger you found. We were able to match some of the DNA samples we have found to someone named Nathan Bloodworth. Okay. That is a interesting name. Let's go talk to somebody. Lowell Percival. Interesting building, I've got to say. Lowell Percival is Mr. Business with all the warmth of a tax accountant. Dressed in a three-piece suit that would cost most men 3 months' wages. He scowls warily. Percival is in his mid-50s, but his face looks older, heavily lined and flushed, with wire-rimmed glasses and gray, neatly trimmed beard and mustache. The man is the epitome of a cold, calculating Scrooge. I'm afraid I have no reason to talk to you. There is something I need from Dick Castro's safe. If you get it, we'll talk. Otherwise, don't bother me. Okay. I guess we're going to the casino. Now, I've already tried going to the casino once. So, I'm going to more or less follow the guide in this case. Largely because I've gone to the casino, I've talked to Big Dick himself, and gotten myself killed in the process. So, you have to... What's the password? Blah, blah, blah. It's bombshell. Enter the casino, go inside. There is a time section going on, and that's going to be the tricky part. So I'm going to save current. And now let's go inside. Goons jump him up, and then there's the picture of Fidel.
I want the stone, Murphy. Where is it?
Let's see. I don't know.
You're lying to me.
Why would I do that? Alexander's daughter got it, and I haven't been able to find her, which is true.
I know a bluff when I see it.
Maybe I am, but can you afford to take the chance?
Who'll be back in 10 minutes? You tell me then, or die.
Is he going to be back in 10 minutes? Like, is it literally going to be 10 minutes? I'm going to save that in Para 1. So there's a light, a picture, a hidden passage, ductwork, doorway, switch, and card. A Honeywell computer access card. I'm going to get that. Another bad Sabatini sculpture in Mobidian. A beautiful dark walnut burled desk accounted with silver bears. The monogram BD. Is that the right word for bears? A list is written on the date. The first to do says, kill anyone who doesn't help me get the stone. BDC note number 2, send birthday card for Uncle Fidel's 110th birthday. Okay, so Big Dick Castro is related to Fidel Castro. That is an interesting twist, I guess? A self-portrait entitled Dick's Big Head. Okay. A brass Koch and Loewy accent lamp. You rotate the light head 90 degrees and a secret panel rises, revealing a passageway. How would I know to do that? I could not tell you for certain. Control box used to turn off the pressure-sensitive pads and laser fields. The only one who knows the combination to turn off the protective fields is Big Dick. And he's not going to tell you. Alright. So apparently, you'll have to find a way to get through the security defense mechanism. So I'm going to save again under End 1. And break out the Allen wrench. No. The hoverboard. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Check out Tex with his sweet moves. Oh. You know, it would be nice if the right side of the screen actually scrolled. You stumble into deadly laser fire, and you are dead. Great. I was wondering what actually happens if you hit one of those alarms. I figured you would just set off like an alarm and not just die. It's hard to tell the exact positioning. Yeah, it's not easy telling the exact positioning of these lasers, especially looking at all of these in 2D. Nope. Hoverboard. Okay. Ah, son of a... What if I... Nope. What if I... Can I save the game, like, kind of in the middle of that room? Like, that way I'm not always kind of... repeatedly, scrolling down and... Like, if I save here... in a pair 01. Nope, I did not hit the save button. I clearly hit the load button. Let's try that again. So hover... Wait, I didn't actually pick up the card that time. Because now, yeah. Nope. Oh my gosh. This is why I want to see if I can just save the game with the hoverboard out, so that I'm not scrolling through the inventory every single time. There we go. And there we go. And that one's easy. But I'm going to save again. Just in case. Because it seems as if I have to find a very specific path to avoid death. Oh, what I should probably be doing is looking at the positioning of the floor. I shouldn't be looking at the laser. I should be looking at the floor. That was my problem. A scanner. The mechanism is set to scan Big Dick's eye. If the scan verifies Big Dick, then the safe will open. So... do I have to use the facial? I have to activate the computer lock first? Oh, yeah. Use the safeguard key. A pleasant voice says, prepare for retina scan. You place the... oh, okay. For some reason, I expected you to have to look at the portrait, but apparently that's not the case. You place the putty on your face and stare at the Dick Castro trading card, which I forgot that I had. Your face slowly transforms into an exact replica of Dick. The computer says ID verified. All right. A Martian R24 Loctite safe. Memorandum. A 20-year-old faded memorandum with the following information. To Collier Stanton, the colonists have found an ancient Martian artifact. They call it the Oracle Stone. Evidently, it has almost mystical powers. It's a find of great scientific importance, and I suggest we try to purchase it from them. If it can't be purchased, perhaps they will allow us to study it. Signed, Thomas Dangerfield, archaeologist. You're not that kind of a detective yet. Why not? He's stumped you. He's stumped you pretty good. You might as well make him pay for it. All right. So I took his cash, and I take the memorandum. Big Dick's private stash of Havana cigars. 1 pound of the drug rush. Okay. Let's save in end 1. And apparently I need to use the hoverboard again to get by. But this time I'm going to be somewhat smart and focus on where the laser is on the floor. Nope, that did not work. Okay, I'm going to use the hoverboard first, then save again with the hoverboard on, so that I'm not back to the point in which I'm repeatedly reloading and then reapplying the hoverboard. Okay, alright. Son of a... This is... oh my gosh. I'm going to be if I get past that bit of laser grid, I'm definitely going to be saving my game again. I was able to get past it so easily the last time. And by the last time, I mean the time before that. Maybe I need to be higher? Okay. So now that I'm here, I will again save my game. Because then I immediately die. This is a little bit trickier going back than it was going forward. Oh my gosh. The hit detection here is ridiculous. There we go. And also, save my game. There we go. And there we go. Excellent. I'm not sure how to get off the hoverboard, so I'm just going to go this way, back in the office. A ventilation shaft just big enough to crawl through. And okay. Am I here? Or here? How do I... Oh. Wow, this is not exactly very intuitive. Um... I guess I'm traveling in a direction? I think I know where I am, though. And there should be a path to the left. Maybe? There we go, and then there should be a path to the left. Eventually? This is... I guess this is a gameplay sequence. Wow. Is this just a dead end? Oh my gosh. I admit I'm not entirely sure what's going on in this section. Also, I can't access the menu or anything, so in order for me to restart this maze, I can't go backward, I can't go forward. Alright. Okay, so I'm back in the maze. If I turn left on one of these tiles... Like, I think there's a path to the left up here, and that should lead me in there. And that's right under the... on this gray tile. There we go. Then head straight... Oh, hold on. I think I hit left too many times. Okay, now I think I've hit too many buttons, and I've thrown myself for a loop. And I don't know where I am again. That is okay. I can resituate myself. As long as I don't... get myself stuck in a corner somewhere. I mean, worst comes to worst, I could just find my way back to, Big Dick's office. Or at the very least, I could find my way back to, back to that bigger, section. Assuming I'm not already going in circles. Which is highly probable at this moment. Wait, no. I thought I knew where I was, but I clearly do not. Wait, I think I know where I am again. I'm going to be in that main section here. So, in theory, if I am where I think I am, this is going to lead to a dead end. And then this should have a path on the... Of course, I could just, I could just quit the game again, and hope that the third time, turns out to be the charm. Because navigating this maze is not going so well. Like, I think one of the problems is I don't think I understand exactly where I'm starting in the maze. Like, am I starting from the room on the bottom left or the top right? I assume I'm starting from the room on the top right. But when I start, am I facing the left or the right? I guess I'm on the right side of the room, so it would make it would make sense that I'd be starting from the right side of that area. What's too bad though is I can't use the keyboard keys to move. I can only click on this on these arrows in the left side using a barely visible mouse cursor. and a highly suspect turning radius. Like, am I actually doing like 90-degree turns all around, or... The problem is, like, there are so many dead ends in the map, and I don't think I've actually arrived at a dead end. I'm always finding some sort of path. Or the game is always... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a 90-degree turn. The game is always... spinning around. So I might be over here. If I'm over there, let's head straight, turn left, then head straight to this intersection, turn right, head straight to this intersection, turn left, and then head straight. Whew. That was a trip. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna call it for now. So long, folks. The next episode, Martian Memorandum, goes up tomorrow. Red Dead 2, as always, Monday and Tuesday. I believe Max Payne 3 is going to be finishing up Wednesday. I'm going to try to set up my schedule so that Doom Eternal begins Thursday. If you have any questions or comments, concerns, just type in the comments below. Otherwise, like, comment, subscribe, and have a good night.